Have you ever wondered why some people seem untouchable, no matter what life throws at them, while others crumble at the first sign of trouble? It's not luck, and it's definitely not just talent. In this story, we're about to uncover a journey that challenges everything you think about faith, resilience, and purpose. Imagine reading chapters that reveal not just a man's trials, but a blueprint for facing your own storms and discovering strength you didn't know you had. Stick with me, because what comes next might just change the way you see setbacks, blessings, and your very path in life. Then, let's read the chapter together. In the land of Uz, there lived a man whose name was Job. This man was blameless and upright. He feared God and shunned evil. He had 7 sons and 3 daughters, and he owned 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, 500 yoke of oxen and 500 donkeys, and had a large number of servants. He was the greatest man among all the people of the East. His sons used to hold feasts in their homes on their birthdays, and they would invite their 3 sisters to eat and drink with them. When a period of feasting had run its course, Job would make arrangements for them to be purified. Early in the morning he would sacrifice a burnt offering for each of them, thinking, "Perhaps my children have sinned and cursed God in their hearts." This was Job's regular custom. One day the angels came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan also came with them. The Lord said to Satan, "Where have you come from?" Satan answered the Lord, "From roaming throughout the earth, going back and forth on it." Then the Lord said to Satan, "Have you considered my servant Job? There is no one on earth like him. He is blameless and upright, a man who fears God and shuns evil." "Does Job fear God for nothing?" Satan replied. "Have you not put a hedge around him and his household and everything he has? You have blessed the work of his hands, so that his flocks and herds are spread throughout the land. But now stretch out your hand and strike everything he has, and he will surely curse you to your face." The Lord said to Satan, "Very well, then, everything he has is in your power, but on the man himself do not lay a finger." Then Satan went out from the presence of the Lord. One day when Job's sons and daughters were feasting and drinking wine at the oldest brother's house, a messenger came to Job and said, "The oxen were plowing and the donkeys were grazing nearby, and the Sabaeans attacked and made off with them. They put the servants to the sword, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "The fire of God fell from the heavens and burned up the sheep and the servants, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, another messenger came and said, "The Chaldeans formed 3 raiding parties and swept down on your camels and made off with them. They put the servants to the sword, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." While he was still speaking, yet another messenger came and said, "Your sons and daughters were feasting and drinking wine at the oldest brother's house, when suddenly a mighty wind swept in from the desert and struck the 4 corners of the house. It collapsed on them and they are dead, and I am the only one who has escaped to tell you." At this, Job got up and tore his robe and shaved his head. Then he fell to the ground in worship and said, "Naked I came from my mother's womb, and naked I will depart. The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." In all this, Job did not sin by charging God with wrongdoing. Let's say a quick prayer to thank the Lord for his mercy. Hey God, thank you so much for this time of learning and for the wisdom we've uncovered in Job 01. Thank you for showing us what it means to trust, to remain faithful, and to respond with a heart full of gratitude, even when life shakes us. Please help me take these lessons out of these chapters and into my everyday life, into my work, my relationships, and the choices I make. Guide me to live with integrity like Job, to see challenges as opportunities, and to keep my heart steady no matter what comes. I'm grateful, I'm trusting, and I'm ready to walk this path with your help. Amen. Now that we've walked through these powerful chapters, ask yourself, how would you respond if your own comforts, successes, or even loved ones were suddenly taken away? Would you curse, panic, or, like Job, pause and reflect, finding strength in faith and perspective? Life is full of tests, and the lessons from Job 01 show us that true resilience isn't built in comfort, it's forged in the fire of challenge. Take a moment today to read, journal, or meditate on your own circumstances and see where you might embrace gratitude over frustration. Think about the practical steps you can take. Maybe it's reading a chapter of the Bible each morning, reflecting on your blessings, or seeking wisdom from those who've endured hardships. How can you apply Job's mindset to your relationships, your work, or even your investments? Imagine the transformation if, instead of reacting with despair, you responded with measured faith and trust. It's not just theory, it's a strategy for turning adversity into strength, a roadmap few ever fully explore. So, what will you do with these insights? Will you let challenges break you, or will you let them mold you into someone stronger, wiser, and more grounded? Dive into these principles, apply them, and watch how your life begins to shift. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next chapters of this journey, because the story of resilience and wisdom has only just begun, and you'll want to be part of it every step of the way. And, as always, don't forget to check the last video and learn more about the scriptures.